those families, all right? The lieutenant and the private soldiers that died in the rescue of those Oyo school children kidnapped. Now, the big question is, should that be the yardstick set for soldiers that gave up their lives? 3 of them gave up their lives so that 41 other children and teachers can live. In a rescue mission as this, when a soldier, put down his life, dies for rescue mission, not like it's a war, but it's a rescue mission, and he dies, should the 10 million be enough to compensate the family that have lost their breadwinner? Now that's the question I'm asking. This morning, is that enough? But it is a good start. But I thought I'm bad. Now, what you to talk for our local palace? But then, should it be? So why should soldiers put their lives under risk, under all manner of circumstances, to rescue Nigerians who are either under captivity or trapped in very dangerous zones? And at the end of the day, 10 million is what has been given to each of those families that lost their breadwinner. One would want to argue they have not been doing it all this while. Soldiers have been dying, the ones that went for rescue missions in Borno State, in Adamawa, in Nasarawa, and all manner of places that soldiers have been dying. Most of them died in the Sambisa forest. Shish was not given to them of this nature. Why this one? So is this a matter of selective, or is because of the hype this particular case has brought and the government is doing some damage control? Those are questions people are asking, because we have seen so many soldiers give up the ghost at Sambisa Forest, all trying to rescue victims who have been kidnapped. So many of them died here in Owerri, in Anambra, in Enugu every day. Those of them are on roadblocks, those of them that have been killed either in the line of duty, one way or the other. They have not been given 10 million at all. Why this one? So as commendable as the gesture is, why? These are questions people are asking. So I don't know which side of the divide you are. Is it a good thing? Is it a good start? Is it what you'll be doing going forward? Or it is just the same politics, playing politics with the lives of people, brandishing 10 million to look sympathetic or to look that they are grateful to them? Why this particular one? Including the 2 teachers that were dead and they were killed by those terrorists. Well, I appreciate the gesture, but there are a lot of questions that are surrounding this gesture. So this morning, I want us to take a look at this properly. Well, the Oyo State governor called for the probe in the sequence of activities that happened before the rescue, calling the UN. The government said it's unnecessary. Just days after, they are also rewarding the soldiers that lost their life, the families, with 10 million naira each from the Senate. Should this be the yardstick? Should it be the benchmark? Where they will have families that need to go to school. Some of them have little kids that they need to train in school. Why are they not giving free scholarship to study? Why are slain soldiers' children not given full scholarship to go to school and given jobs after the school so they can take their life as one of those things that their fathers put their lives, their mothers put their lives on the line for the civilians to live? These are questions that need to be answered. There are so many largesse that could be given to these people. Jobs. The wives are there. They are not widows. And at the end of the day, what are they supposed to do? What would the 10 million naira do? Fine, they can start business with 10 million. They can also help to get their children to school. At all, I ain't bad. But should this be what we'll be doing going forward? What about the other families that lost their fathers in one war or the other, in one rescue mission or the other? These are questions. Furthermore, on the show this morning, we will be taking a look at the issue of WIKE once again. My main man, WIKE, well, journalists are tagging it that WIKE admitted to land grabbing. But is it really admitting to land grabbing? Now, the issue is WIKE collected people's lands and built on it, especially the Julius Berger land that has been undeveloped for years. WIKE collected it and built homes for judges in the Federal Capital Territory. Some people say the houses are bribed. Some say WIKE is just trying to look good. But is the intention bad? Is it not a good thing that our judges should stay in secured quarters so they don't have to live with the criminals that they are trying to put behind bars? Or the politicians that are always on their trail? But if this is done, the person that built the house, can he ever lose a case in court? Little wonder. Any case that involves WIKE always end in victory for WIKE. These are the conversations going on and on and on. So many people say this one, WIKE don't use and collect victory in all the mostly electoral cases. So where do you stand on this? But according to WIKE, WIKE said, they said I am grabbing land. Yes, I grabbed this one from Julius Berger, who kept it undeveloped for 30 years, and I gave it to our judges. If that is what they call land grabbing, I will grab more for the public interest. FCT Minister in WIKE, Nyesom WIKE, was quoted as saying, now, he will grab more for public interest. Is the living quarters of judges public interest? These and many more we will be having a go on this particular edition, this weekend edition of the People's Program. Straight Talk it is, no bending corners. Welcome aboard to the main event on radio. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the better one on radio. Lines today, and then we'll open up the phone lines for you to holler. Remember, our focus is on the two topics I have raised, so let's have that conversation around that. But just take a listen to the few headlines that will be churning out this morning. We start with the Daily Post newspaper. Nigerian government renames Calabar Coastal Highway, Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Okay, why are they renaming a road they have not even completed? Well, the Nigerian government has renamed the 750-kilometer Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ay, God of mercy. Well, the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, disclosed this in a briefing on Thursday. Well, according to him, President Tinubu had envisioned this project about 27 years ago. By the power conferred on me as the Honorable Minister of Works and in consultation with the Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of State, the Director, and the entire staff of the ministry, we have decided to name the entire Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is a dream that Mr. President had about 27 years ago. He said the highway is estimated to cost 15 trillion naira upon completion. The road, which is one of the Tinubu government's legacy projects with a section near completion, has been with controversies since its commencement in 2024. All right. Well, some people say fanaticism taken too far in this one. Sabi taken too far in this one. What's another nomenclature they use again? They say eye service taken too far. Do you agree that Dave Umahi is doing boy or doing eye service to the president so that he will remain where he is? And then he does this every time he has a case to answer. I don't know what you think, but this is what is circulating in the social media and the local palace. You go to joints, these are the kind of conversations you hear. So this morning, I want to ask your opinion. Do you think this is the step in the right direction? I mean, this is a monumental project if completed. Then they say Lagos, Calabar. These are major landmarks and names of this country. One is our first capital. Another one is another capital before of Nigeria. This is supposed to be a Nigerian project. Why name it after the president? Well, the president envisioned it 27 years ago, according to Dave Umahi. 27 years ago, where was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he envisioned the project 27 years ago? 27 years ago, was Bola Ahmed Tinubu not in Edeko and all that? Anyways, please, those historians, let me know what you make of this one. That's one of the headlines we want to bring to you this morning because it's a very serious one. Soldiers gunned down as troops repel terrorists in Sokoto. So what will be done for these ones that lost their lives now? Shipping through Strait of Hormuz slows as U.S.-Iran conflict intensifies. Yeah, the U.S. threw in some bombs into Iran, and Iran is threatening retaliation. You know, the media, the worst part of this, Iran and what is it called? The Strait of Hormuz and USA. It is just the fact that Iran keeps throwing bombs in their neighbor's backyard where American military bases are. Most of them cause very minimal destruction, but they keep doing it anyway, and they are not giving up. America claims they have obliterated Iran's firepower, but Iran still throws bombs anyhow, anytime they want. So who is lying, America or Iran, who doesn't want to give up, who keeps saying they are fighting, but they keep throwing bombs to where it has very little damage to America? None of the bomb is touching America, but every bomb America throws lands in Iran, destroys Iran's property, and destroys a lot of things, putting the people into more misery. So in this case, who should give up the ghost? Who should give up on this fight? Okay, well, who wants to give up anyway? Borno abduction. Troops rescued 9 more victims, and soldiers lost their lives in this one. Ogonu intrigues as Awujale's stool remains vacant 1 year after. All right, that's the much we're taking from the Daily Post. Over now to the Punch newspaper. Autonomy battle. States defy Supreme Court control 10 trillion naira LG allocation. Now, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. The state governors and governments say nehi nehi cabal. Supreme Court, don't wait to talk. Now your own. You know, consign us. Supreme Court don't give order that money should go to local government directly, but state government say no way. 2 years after the Supreme Court ordered the direct payment of federal allocations to the local government councils, implementations of the landmark financial autonomy judgment remain stalled despite 10.48 trillion naira being allocated to the third tier of government within the period. Findings by the Punch has shown, all right? As analysis of Federation Account Allocation Committee reports with data from the National Bureau of Statistics and the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, collated by Punch on Monday, showed that local government councils received 10.479 trillion naira, all right, between the July 2024 and June 2026, according to the FAC meetings records and reports. Oh, me tabo. What do you make of this one? All right. Supreme Court judgment is now trampled upon by state government and nothing mega. Federal government has no qualms allowing this to happen. Tinubu himself ordered the accountant, the attorney general, to file this case. So the governors are defiling the president directly. And what is he going to do? Even the ones that won their cases in the Supreme Court are still doing the same thing. disobeying the same court that gave them order. So who should obey the Supreme Court now if the governors don't obey it? If the governments don't obey it, so who should obey the Supreme Court? Oh yeah, somebody tell me. The allocations were made amid lingering uncertainty over the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment delivered on July 11, 2024 in the case of the Attorney General of the Federation, Attorney General of Abia State, and 35 others with suit number blah, 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 blah. All right. The Apex Court ordered the federal government to pay allocation standing to the credit of the 774 local government areas directly to their account. It also barred state government from retaining or spending funds allocated to councils and declared the administration of local governments by unelected caretaker givers unconstitutional, or caretaker committees. I say caregivers. Now, all these things Supreme Court did, wonderful, right? Now the big question is, why is it that the same federal government who controls the agency that posts money don't send it directly to the local government? They still send it first to the state government, who will in turn do pichicom, hold it firm, and release whatever they want to release to the local government chairman. That is number one. After this judgment, the entire governor decided to hoodwink the entire local government system, selecting those who they would do. Many of them did kangaroo kind of elections to select or install their own candidates for various local governments. When you ask the local government chairman, have you received money directly? Some will remain coy, some will say yes, but the whole situation is quite different. The reality is different. So in this case now, who do we blame? Is it the government, the allocation committee, or the state government, or even the local government who cover up for the state government? So in this case, who is deceiving who? All right. This is very, very interesting, because this is Nigeria, my country, where the Supreme Court has become a joke to some state governors. All right. China's Xi Jinping says AI should not be dominated by one country. All right. Fake agency scandal. Gbaja Mila. Oga Gbaja. He don't carry this man go court. He don't carry Adeyemi go court. He wired the guy 15 billion naira lawsuit. Pagam. Well, Gbaja say, so you test my patience. You've been trying me. You defamed me. You lied against me. Oh yeah, for me, this is saying I will not take that. I will never take that. So, Adeyemi, Adebabo, Adeniyi. Oh yeah, bam, 15 billion. This man was saying borrow 400 million naira to go get a known appointment. You can't wire them 15 billion. This is the most expensive lawsuit I've ever had for somebody who borrow 400 million to go secure. He said the people who borrow them, see the worry and they catch them here and there. You wire them 15 billion. Baja. What is your end game? Waiting you they try to do Ogag Baja Mila. Tell us, I mean, what is the true thing we want to do? You want to send this guy to the land of no return. 2027 elections. INEC unveils mock presidential pool plan. Meaning what? When has the presidential pool ever become reality? The last presidential pool we had, we know what happened. When the result came by 4 a.m. in the night when we were still asleep, what did happen? So I better carry this one go. I don't want to talk about that. Senate bans preaching, hawking in commercial buses, and OK's 50,000 naira fine. Okay. This one is a sweet story. You go enter motor, make you travel, go JJ. Now, the parks, they have now collaborated with the pastors when no get church. Their church now motor park. Then go preach all now to collect offering. Then finish this motor, then go to the next motor. If that motor need to give money quick, then end the prayer, sharp, go another one, where they do this thing. People are mocking God. Yes. People are mocking God. You enter motor from Oji to to come over. One person, especially those women with a tie ear, tie neck joint, they no go let you hear a word. Somebody is going to work, probably thinking of how he's going to do this. Waiting. But the one way can't tire me, they say hawking. Hawking in commercial buses. You go enter motor from here, go reach on each other. One man go to sell medicine we know the for chemist shop or even pharmacy. Go tell you if you drink this one, if you drink that one. And the man know well. The other day, somebody was selling medicine for mouth odor, but didn't get mouth odor. How do I use work? How do I use work? So Senate say, from today, nehi, if I catch you selling 50, now you go pay. So man, where they come find 10,000 naira sales or offering of 5,000, come give them 50,000. Oh yeah, now wanna preach again. That's what the senator said. But do you think this is good? Now the religious people say they are stopping propagation of God's gospel. Now lie, no be that thing. That is disturbance. Sometimes you people constitute public nuisance. You're not there for the gospel. You're there for the offering. Religious beggars. So that's exactly what it seems like. But now the Senate has taken a decision on it. I know a lot of people will disagree with what I said, but the fact remains that so many people need peace. Some people need quiet. Some people need, there are places. If you say prayer before journey, understood, that is great. Hand over the journey to God. Before anybody travels, unless you are a demon incarnate or you're not a believer, you don't pray before you travel. Okay. If you pray before they go, fine and good. Not be where they enter moto. Pastor or whoever call himself or wear white thing for neck, ordained or unordained, pastor will better hunger than wire go wear collar, can't stay for park, enter moto. The poor people saliva up and down. Say they preach. These things, you don't see them in other civilized climes. But in Nigeria, here, now business. Yes, church has become business. And a lot of people are doing it in motor parks, in buses. Senate say, nehi, kaba. Nobody should try it again. All right. I think these ones are the headlines I want to share with you this morning. Okay, so let's go talking. People, let me open up the phone lines a little bit so that you can have your say and then deposit all you gotta say. Send in your messages on WhatsApp and Facebook and YouTube so that we will be able to read out your message sharply. Phone lines officially open 0911 20022 or 0707 454 1014. Oh yeah, Udema line. Good morning.
It's me, Mr. Cosmos.
I'm an open show today. So good.
Happy, beautiful, rainy Friday.
Nah, they rain too much. All through the night.
Since yes night.
Chai. And this kind of they watch people has to do it.
The same now. So happy Friday once more.
Thank you.
I'm out from Uche Street.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So truly speaking, what Umahi is doing is nothing but eye service.
Uh-huh.
So this road is trying to name after Buhari's, Tinubu and
yeah.
Is it built with Tinubu's personal fund?
Okay.
That's the question. I think Buhari should have named, or somebody should have named the second Niger Bridge. Buhari prepared by his name. So I think Umahi should answer what is hanging on his neck now, the death of a lady that's in his house.
Okay.
If it were you and I that such a thing happened in our house, do you know that we should be cooling off in police custody by now?
By now, 30 now.
Yes, because if somebody dies in your house, no matter whether you are innocent or what, instead of police will arrest and detain you. That's a normal thing. But I don't know why they have not arrested Mahi and detained him. Because all I know is that he doesn't have immunity. So I don't know. That's why I usually say the Nigerian law is like a spider's cobweb that catches only small flies. The serve breast too. So it's quite unfortunate.
So
but the
unfortunate.
judiciary is already distracted. So they have distracted themselves, and the executive no longer consider them because of what they receive from the executive. So, and that has affected our democracy. Our democracy is in limbo. Thank you, Amma, from Uche Street.
All right, thank you very, very much for your contribution, Amma. Good morning.
Good morning, Cosman.
I greet you. Welcome aboard.
I'm here, your wonderful brother, friend, calling from Oji.
Okay.
I am by name Ogorobo. Okay, I know the rain is still over there. We are experiencing heavy downpour in Oji.
Everywhere.
Okay. Cosman, I've been here, disciple all this while.
Chai, bell of blessings
to you. He
said
something this morning that touches me.
Okay.
He said that you have all these people that preach in the according to the new gazetted information, you gave out that a fine of 50,000 and place of people who preach in the church. You know, look at the Judah. You want to catch start from the scratch. These things that these people are not doing, don't you know that you're going to make a boss or something great? And then stop preaching the boss. You succeed. Next they will say stop preaching in the market. Whether they say stop preaching in the open. Next they will say stop preaching in the church. And this is how it started. So the way you talked on it and expanded to convince some people who are disappointed.
No. You are free to have your own opinion. The truth is that there are places meant for religious activities. Nobody can ask you to stop placing. Excuse me, sir. I have my own opinion. I say so many people can disagree with me. You can also say what you think is right for you. I'm not. You have a right. I didn't ask you to agree with me.
I respect your opinion. So you are attached to the opinion. But what I'm telling you now, there is something fishy that is coming. That is how it started. Gradually, Metaport is something bigger than what you are seeing now. God bless you.
All right, thank you. See, that's the conspiracy theory I'm talking about. Once you touch religion, so many people who are very religious and very sympathetic don't understand certain things, that there are places meant for things like this. You don't go to students' hostel who are sleeping, say you go preach early morning. You don't go to this. I mean, some of them may be reading, some of them may be studying, some of them may be wanting to concentrate on something. You don't do that in civilized climes. But here, we are all Christians, we are believers. But the fact is that you need to know and choose places where gospel will be preached. You don't talk about market. You can preach in open places, it's done anywhere. You can carry your megaphone, do whatever you're preaching. It's you. People are traveling. You are preaching in the bus. When something happened now the same thing. I remember a situation. I was coming back from Makodi, and one man was preaching in the bus, and he said, this is going to be the very best journey. We didn't go outside of, we are close to between Otukpo area, and the bus broke down. That man was the first to vanish from the bus and join another one and go. So the same thing he was preaching, he didn't believe in it. At the end of the day, he wanted offering. So there are genuine preachers, and there are people who go to this bus to do business. We all know these things. But when you talk about it, it just looks like as if you have committed a cardinal sin because God is involved. No. It has nothing to do with God. It has people abusing God, abusing the preaching, making religion look so annoying to a lot of people. You know? So let's not cry over things that don't make any sense. Saying very soon, so stop preaching in the markets, stop preaching in church. Why would somebody say stop preaching in church? Because Nigeria have religion and the freedom of worship. But then, everybody has his own choice. I've said my own. If you agree or disagree, you have every right to do that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome aboard.
Mr. Barry.
Agree to
you. Good morning. Yeah, my name is Ahmed Dimonet. I'm calling from Omukuma.
All right.
But honestly speaking, this issue of religion is the problem is that we abuse the religion too much.
Thank you.
We must that is, I mean, we misunderstood the religion too much. Many problems we are having with some of our problems in the north that are Muslims is this way of abusing the religion and turning it upside down. Many people that didn't attend educational institution, maybe concerning the Western education, we are misled, and even people misleading them that without knowing that they were misleading them and even putting them into a wrong way, thinking that maybe through religion you get whatever. Whereby religion is very, very simple if you understand religion. Religion before this time around. So I think we have to be very careful. That was the time I was in the bus traveling some people. So the lady that was sitting there, she wanted to understand that I and my wife were opposite religion. So she started mentioning, even down the day, and it is well or whatever. I understand the emotion and thing that I'm friend with her.
All right. Thank you. Your line is breaking now. I can't hear you. Thank you very much. Okay. Good morning.
Barry, good morning.
I greet you, sir.
Yes, the Barry Brodo, I'm calling from Mechanic Village, George.
My Oga, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My Barry, Brodo, we are now supporting the person that called second to the last, the man from Oji.
Okay.
Just watch out what that will come after not to be preaching in the bus.
Okay.
Because they're looking at what is happening in this country today, how Boko Haram entered the country. Is it not because of education? Now they are gradually now entering into not preaching in the bus. Maybe they feel that since their own cannot be preaching the bus, they can stop other ones. If they don't stop it, then they will still carry their activities of maybe killing anybody that rise up in the bus to preach. So there's another thing. Senate that passed this bill, how many times they read it? How many times they pass it in their house? Did they go out and seek opinion of people, whether they like it or not, before they clamp up and say that no more preaching in the bus? Let us tell us, if we want devil to take over, it's short. Satan have already taken over Nigeria. They should give us another country we are expecting. All
right, thank you, brother. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Barry.
Good morning. Hey.
Barry Ndejike from Ilumekemeko Biezena.
Ndejike, good morning to you.
Yeah, Barry, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
It's a rainy day.
Barry. Yes, sir.
You see this with
hello, Ndejike.
some of this preaching, na nuisance and the cause, no be preaching then they preach.
All right.
You see the idea of somebody say if they stop them, they go do this. Watch those people, they are one of the accomplished. We no need those things. Barry, if church, a whole church, they near your house, if you see where they come out speaker put for zinc, Barry, if they talk this thing, you go first of all, if you their house, you go cancel them.
Abby.
So I beg, this idea of person go be lazy person, go the beg inside motor, saying a preaching. My brother, the one who here for church, if the enter some people here come up for back. So talk of the one they go here for motor, where they calculate your transport, where fuel cost. That one going to enter your ear, but you leave those people now money they go pack, they are doing their business. Thank you very much. Have a good.
All right, I don't turn this into debate this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Barry, I greet you, sir.
I greet you. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. I'm Wilson, calling from Akwakuma.
Okay.
Well, my own opinion, in as much that preaching anyhow.
I go ask my SM Nana.
I'm not in support, but to come for a note of it is that I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't know that our religious leaders
doing the things that they were supposed to do without compromising or allowing our leaders to be doing anyhow, political leaders to be doing anyhow. This issue of whether Christian preach in the bus or not, we don't have problem. They fail to do what is right. There are some things that they ignore. And the thing is going a long way now. I don't know the upcoming decision that will be taken, whether they will say they will ban church. I don't know what will be their decision. So it is a very, very big danger on that aspect. So that is my take.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Well, this matter seems, I didn't know it's going to drag a lot of conversation. But anyway, when you touch religion, it's a very, very serious matter for a lot of people. And that brings a lot of emotions driving in now. The truth is that religion, preaching, lifestyle, they are just connected somehow. But the fact remains that if you are not careful, the same person standing in the bus will be the armed robber who will rob you on the road. So there are a lot of things that are going on. But once it involves God's message, Christian versus Muslim, we all throw the shade, we all leave reasoning, and then we focus on this banter between Christians and Muslims. No, that is not what I'm here for. We're here to tell you the truth, no matter how bad it seems like. A lot of people constitute a lot of nuisance at the motor parks and in the bus. You can't board a bus to go to Lagos. Somebody will preach from here to Ore. You never see them. So it happens all the time, and that's not funny. It's not good. So we should call a spade a spade. Well, if you know you are propagating the gospel, nobody stop you. If you do and pay 50,000 naira, bam. Let's move on now. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Here are the latest stories we are keeping tabs on. The family of Mary Habila, the 26-year-old nurse who died at the country home of the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has asked an Ebonyi State Court to withdraw the police investigation into her death. The family also asked medical and investigative authorities to leave her body and organs untouched. Despite the family's position, the Ebonyi State Police Command said the investigation would continue. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has disclosed plans to conduct a mock presidential election as part of measures to strengthen preparations for the 2027 general elections. The Electoral Commission said the mock election will be used to conduct a comprehensive audit of all its electoral technology system ahead of the 2027 polls. Troops of 82 Division Task Force under Operation Hadinkai have rescued 9 abductees, including women and children, during a separate patrol operations around Armuda Bridge in Ngoshe, Gwaza local government area of Borno State. The latest operation brings the total of abductees rescued through the military's East Corridor operations to 104, as troops continue clearance missions and across part of Borno State. Security operatives have rescued 4 persons abducted during an attack in a school, the Kogi State government has said. Kingsley Fanwo, Kogi State Commissioner for Information and Communications, commended the Nigerian Army, the DSS, the police, local security operatives, and other agencies involved in the rescue operation, commending their gallantry and professionalism. And in business, the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, has started plans to deregister over 100,000 companies from its register. The development follows the failure of the affected companies to file outstanding annual returns and other statutory documents. The Commission disclosed this in a public notice issued and signed by its management. And in sports, Spain faces minor injury concerns ahead of Sunday's FIFA World Cup final against Argentina as star winger Lamine Yamal and defender Pedro Porro train separately from the main group. Both players are currently recovering from knocks sustained during Spain's intense semi-final victory over France. Despite these individual recovery sessions, the Royal Spanish Football Federation remains highly optimistic that both players will gradually reintegrate into full training. And on the foreign scene, the administration of United States President Donald Trump has finalized a new rule limiting most foreign students and exchange visitors to a maximum stay of 4 years in the country, unless they obtain an extension from the federal government. Homeland Security Secretary McQuine Mullin said the change was necessary to strengthen immigration enforcement and prevent visa overstays. And that's all for the news update at 10, brought to you by our news desk here at Echo FM. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is Echo FM. On X at Echo FM_Owerri. On Instagram and YouTube is Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening. Stay with us for the rest of Straight Talk.
Echo FM.
are live with you. It's always a pleasure. Please join us live on Facebook and on Instagram, on YouTube, as well as sending your messages on WhatsApp as well. So today, let's take some messages. We start off with our message on WhatsApp, and then we go to that on Facebook and YouTube. Dr. Mrs. Amao Lebra from Owerri. How can we be running a nagging democracy without Democrats? How can we be running governments of the people without the people? How can we be clapping for evil, illegality, and unacceptable acts? Nigerians are seriously disturbed the way this country is being run, as if the citizens are not stakeholders but beasts of burden that should be seen and not heard. Shall we continue running in circles, a step forward and 10 steps backwards, with nothing to show for it? That is the message, according to Dr. Mrs. Olebra this morning. All right, we'll move on to this other message. Says, good morning, Barry, the Radio Mashad, the one, and Prince Chiedoze Owomere, writing from over Barrio. It's a good thing, despite that money is too small. But to be honest with you, I don't trust this Tinubu's-led APC government for anything. In fact, I don't know why this government should be angry when Makinde says that this so-called release of kidnapped victims should be investigated. If their hands are clean, they are not supposed to be afraid. My brother, this government is not trustworthy for any reason. Barry, we are living in trying and errors. It is very unfortunate. I rest my case. I'm Prince Chiedozie Onwomere. Thank you very much, Chiedozie. Juju from Ikwere says, Dababara, good morning. Have you seen rain? My brother, I see I'm a poor woto. Barrio, hope you have heard what David Umahi said, that the girl was calling her boyfriend. I asked, was he there hearing their conversation? Nigerian leaders say, Barry, Nigeria giving families of late 10 million each is a mockery to their families. Well, I don't know why you say that, but 10 million is a huge money. Concerning Andy Okoronko as Peter Obi, let Andy remain in bondage. Obi is far intelligent more than him. Douglas Road vs. Hope Uzodinma Road. How possible in Imo Light to adjust their tongue from Douglas to Uzodinma? That is so funny. Okay, just call him Douglas to Hope, okay? Barry, how do you come to work with this rain? Have a nice day. Juju from Ikwere, thank you very much. My brother, what you go do? Now enter under the canopy to come to work. All right, thank you very much. Barry Cosmos, happy morning, and thank God it's Friday, TGIF. Thank you very much. APC and its co-travelers are so blindly partisan and endemically warped-minded. Jesus. Oh, that one enter. Why? APC governorship candidate in Oyo State donated a car to the HM of the school where children were abducted. Doled out 10 million to each security and selected persons at Oyo State abduction saga. What does that mean? WIKE grab lands to bribe people of common interest. Set up opposition parties to give the impression that APC is intact. Abuse human rights, maim nurses, threaten and blackmail justices to do their biddings. Create fake agencies and budget to flinch our commonwealth. Chai. Build phantom elephant projects with padded funds and name it after bat as if Nigeria is ending this week. Just like state governors name projects after themselves. Barrio, I can go on and on and on and on. This is evidence of a failed country. Elder Chijoke sent in that one. All right, thank you very much, Elder Chijoke. Over to our new one, say Barry Cosmos. Good morning. The 10 million naira donation for the slain soldiers is a destructive gimmick by the FG. Remember that the Oyo State governor called for the UN's probe of the Oyo pupils kidnap, as he claims the pupils looked far from being victims of deprivation for over 55 days. He also pointed out that the kidnap occurred immediately he declared his presidential ambition. Nigeria is acting many bizarre official movies. Roman from Owerri Municipal. Oh boy, that is heavy coming from a Roman. All right, let's move on to the next one here. It says, good rainy day to you, Barry, as usual. My name still remains Felix Nwo Ozuzu. Texting from my humble community, Umahimberi, about the local government allocations. Barry, you can now see that the Supreme Court judgment is no longer supreme. The state governors is now stronger than the Supreme Court. What a shame. And again, Dave Umahi should step aside because he have a serious case to answer. He should be suspended until all investigations on the death of Mary Habila that died in his house is concluded. Barry, I am totally in support of that. Boss pastor and boss hawker should stop, but I think 50,000 is too much. It should be 150,000. They say 50,000 is too small. 150,000. How, Naira, if they catch them preaching? And again, naming the coastal highway after Tinubu, even when the road is yet to be completed by Mahi, is very laughable. And I think Amahi just wants to cover his atrocities from the presidency. All right, thank you very, very much. Oh, boy. Messages, Kanku. Good morning, Barry. Happy rainy day. Please, can anybody tell me why it's so difficult for now Nigerian leadership find it so difficult to love their fellow Nigerians by giving them good governance delivery services? How painful that is. The I Mama destructive spirit, I, me, and mine alone. May the soul of J.J. Rawlings of Ghana rest in peace. Amen. The Princess G. Glad. Hotting. Aye, Mama, stop being hot. Hotting is not nice for you. You know, you are a nice person, and your smile is always warming. So keep smiling, Mama. Thank you very much. Bonjour, my radio marshal. I remain HGK Ogbonna texting from the great people of Amakporidere, Izombe. Barry, Mr. Minister David is trying to cover himself by naming that coastal road after Tinubu. In the other hand, I'm fully in support of the removal of those beggars in our parks because they are don't pastor. They are not pastors, but park beggars. But they do have a great day. All right. Okay, that's debate still going on. Let's hear the debate on our social media handle. Barry, happy rainy morning. Barry, the Senate chamber has more important matters than discussing tribal issues as banning preaching and selling in buses. How many of those senators travel by bus? We are inundated with abductions of vulnerable citizens, creation of fake agencies and fake accounts, budget padding, judicial rascality, bad roads, high inflation, etc., etc. These are areas we expect their ingenuity if they have any. Jesus. Barrio, inasmuch as I trust that real men of God know how to preach the word of God to their audience because God is not an author of confusion. Barrio, this is Friday. Where are we hanging out for our own Oro with a good time? Nigeria is dire need of sound leadership. The people's elder will go first meet for joints. Now then we will now know where we go chook head. Because rain too much. You know what I mean? I'll see you there after this program. Good morning, Mr. Barry Cosmos. I am Alphonsus Chima, texting from Owerri. It's been a while I've seen Alphonsus. Where did you go? The Senate proposed 10 million naira support for the families of fallen soldiers and teachers. Is a good step ahead, but no amount of money can replace a loved one. At the same time, many Nigerians are worried about the rehabilitation and reintegration of repentant insurgents. Our soldiers risk their lives every day to protect us, and many have died fighting terrorism and banditry. Government should make sure justice is done. Our security comes first, and the families of our fallen heroes continue to receive proper care and support. Thank you very, very much, Alphonsus Chima. Okay, this one says, good morning, Mr. Barry. Let me get something straight. Is it that preaching in the bus is illegal? No, it's not. We know that there are preachers who are not genuine. This Senate is trying to cause religious war. They should be careful because they cannot fight Jesus Christ, who gave the command of going into the world to preach the gospel. Wheezy Flow from Owerri. All right, that is another good point to make. But then, let's get the debate going on. Frank Uju Ebelebe texting from Amausa Douglas. All right. He says, good morning, Mr. Cosmos. No amount of money will be worth the life of any Nigerian, be it civilian or security personnel. The best thing to do is to fish out the sponsors of this insecurity in Nigeria. Arrest and prosecute them according to the law. I can never die for Nigeria, but I will keep being a patriotic citizen. No amount of money worth human life. Kachineke Mejoku. You will never die for Nigeria, but should Nigeria die for you? Let's get that question answered. Ogami, thank you. All right, welcome everybody. Let's go to the conversation. Remember, we have two things to talk about today. We'll be discussing them both pari passu, but then we'll focus first on the issue of WIKE agreeing that he grabbed land for judges to build houses. He grabbed land from the Julius Berger, who refused to develop, according to him, develop that land for 30 solid, better years. 30 years. Oh, boy. Peking where them born. Grow me that land bushy. WIKE now don't turn them to living quarters. Did he do the right thing, people of God? Did he do the right thing? Join me live on Facebook. Let us get this one going. All right. What is your take on this one? Did WIKE get it right by revoking the land that has not been developed for 30 years and building houses for the judges to live and do their jobs? Now, the judges cannot live in the same quarters where everybody they sit in judgment live. So that is the reasoning behind the houses. But some other people are saying that one a bribe. You cannot be building houses for judges. How true? We have commissioners' quarters. Are we not supposed to have judges' quarters? These are questions coming up. So let me get your thoughts on this one. Did WIKE do the right thing? Did he grab land? Is grabbing land good? Or revoking people's land? It's not just about this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning once more, Mr. Cosmos.
Am I welcome back?
Yeah, thank you very much. As you said, it's Amada calls from which is Street in Owerri. People are speaking against the 10 million naira given to victims of kidnapping. People who die during the kidnapping incident. The result of the kidnapping incident. But my very self, I don't see anything wrong with it. That like is only coming from the Senate. Maybe they'll be getting other things from some other places. Like the federal government, House of Rep, and so on and so forth. And maybe there are different state governments. So that's the way I look at it. People should not condemn it because
no, but the issue is not about the money that was given. A lot of people are worried the fact that the government soldiers have been dying for these similar incidents. Why is this one special?
I didn't get you.
I mean, soldiers have been dying for rescue missions of kidnapped people from time immemorial. Even a few days after this one has happened, some soldiers still give up the ghost in Sambisa Forest, in Borno State, in the other states that are going on. So why is it that this one, is it because it cost a lot of political upheaval in the society and both here and abroad? Remember, Davido took that abroad and all that. Is it why the Senate is reacting to this and giving 10 million naira each to the 3 soldiers that died and the 2 teachers that also died? Why? That's what people are asking. What's your take on that?
Yeah, it could be, but the fact depends that the journey of Million Mile begins with a step. And
great, yeah.
If we start today to make a positive change, there is nothing wrong with it. Maybe let's assume that the Senate has repented and they are trying to turn over a new leaf.
Okay.
So that's the way I look at it. But I still maintain, or maybe because of what the move Makinde is trying to make, maybe that could be what prompted it. But all the same, I think that is the right step in the right direction.
All right.
So 10 million naira is not more money, and they'll be getting, like I said, they'll be getting other things from other people, other waters.
All right.
That's the way I look at it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, instead of your state governor to be complaining about 10 million and all those craziness, he should find a way to make sure these children have life support in terms of education and jobs after they finish their school, because their fathers have paid the ultimate price in trying to, they put their life on the line, died in the process, so that the 41 others that were rescued will live. That is not a small price to pay. Only Jesus Christ put a life for all of us. But if a soldier decides to go in there and rescue people, that is his job, and then he dies in the process, what should be done to his family leaves behind? These soldiers are passing through hell. I can tell you for a fact, I was one. I can tell you. A lot of soldiers whose fathers died in the line of duty, their families are just left. Nothing. I mean, Remembrance Day, nobody remembers them. They carry wreath and put on a stone, and then they forget the soldiers and their families who are suffering. No jobs, no priority given to them. So should it be that this one is an exception? What about others? That's the question. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. Uh-oh. Flashing me is highly prohibited. Yeah. Who wants to spoil my ear? Who wants to spoil my ear?
Since I've been calling you, don't want to speak my call. What's that?
Now make you don't want to spoil my ear.
I wish you rain. I wish you rain in Jesus' name.
Mama Vicky, what did happen?
Say, don't drink well. Don't drink the water well.
Don't be smart in the rain, eh?
I manage call work.
We carry umbrella now. We got choice. We enter the rain.
Work on now. Now, I owe you. Let you owe yourself.
Now and then, yes, sir.
See, for this thing, the 10 million they are giving to this bereaved soldiers family.
Okay.
It's not enough. For me, they're supposed to increase that money. These people, Nigeria get money. Nigeria get money. They're supposed to increase that money. Then give their children scholarship.
Okay.
Be paying their wives. Every month they pay them. Because if that man is in alive, you do all these duties. Then there are children that are up to working. They should give them employment, give them work. And they'll be paying it, they'll be helping the families. For the wicked try though, having the land for 30 years, they're not doing anything with the land. They're not cultivating there. The land is not yielding anything to the government. So what he did is right.
All right. Thank
but
you.
But in essential, he's bribing the judges. At least other people have their quotas. Judges did not have their quotas. So it's a good development.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, that one. Okay. Good morning. Who be this with the flash me? Your phone go lost, so. All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry.
Kare. Is it raining in that place?
Very good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. No be smarting.
Barry.
Yes, sir.
I Sunday students, one book known as This Is Our Chance. There was an episode there. An illiterate king. A case was brought to him. Anyway, then he said, young man, I have two questions for you. One, are you the young man called Victor? Secondly, where is my daughter? Then I have two questions for you.
Chineke, man.
This Senate charity to those killed and kidnapped.
Okay.
And the building of the buildings for the judges. Are they child or children of necessity, or have they come to stay? That's my first question. Now, how old is Nigeria now? About 55 years or thereabouts, or 66 years, huh? Where have these Supreme Court judges been staying since then? And the Supreme Court judges now, so they are more important than all the other judges in Nigeria, both in the state and that. That's my question. Thank you and God bless you.
Oh, Oh, see question where this woman don't throw give me now. 66 years. Where the judges stay. They stay for houses. They don't stay for park now. Well, they have houses, but definitely they are building them houses, and a lot of people see it as different things. So that question is supposed to be directed to WIKE. I am not WIKE, and I can't answer for WIKE. But the fact remains that we have to understand that in as much as government does certain things that we all disagree with, there's nothing wrong with building a quarters for judges in Abuja. Absolutely nothing wrong. It's the manner at which it was done, the timing of it, and all that begs the question. If this was done immediately after election, since not delivered few months to the election, general elections and all that, a lot of people are finding it difficult to believe it's a genuine project meant to help. Don't forget, WIKE is also a lawyer. That is his own constituency. If other presidents have not been taking them serious and then he gets the opportunity to do it for them, then his wife is also an appeal court judge. Don't forget that one. So I don't see anything wrong with the questions. Well, the other question about children being child of necessity and all that. Well, sometimes when social media, when media buzz, when a particular situation gets that kind of attention, the government tend to act to it. So that's exactly what is, in my own view, is playing out here. The Senate is doing that because there's too much attention on it, and whatever they do on that gets the attention. Now it's a matter of extending a goodwill to look good, if you ask me. And it is also good that the families are remembered in their trying period. All right. But like I asked this morning, ma'am, is this what should be done? Or these children should be given jobs or scholarships that they don't have to worry about school fees. They don't have to worry about what they will eat in school. It should be women and their families be taken care of by government. Now, the big question is, how many will government take care of? You know what military is before you join the army. So, of course, your life, you signed away your life the day you become a soldier. That is it. But the fact remains that these people have families, and their families are suffering. You need to take care of them. So, the 10 million is good. Great gesture. But shouldn't they develop a scheme that will be for taking care of bereaved soldiers' families? That is where I am coming from, and I feel that is what is necessary for soldiers and policemen, not just soldiers, policemen who died in the line of duty. This should be the largest. If this is done, so many people willingly join the army, not running away. People join the army to serve, knowing fully well that they are guaranteed safety of their families when they are not there. But nothing. 3 months after a soldier dies, the salary is stopped. They start preparing gratuity there. Sometimes it takes 5 years, like the time of our own fathers. 5, 6 years for you to get gratuity. So within that 5 years, what would the family be eating with? And once your gratuity is paid, mom, they ask you to leave the barracks. If your father didn't build a house, then it means you have to go live it anywhere you can. Man, these are things. They should be having retirement homes for them. No plan for the soldier. Absolutely nothing. After serving 36 years. Now, when you look at these people building quarters for judges, other government appointees, giving them pension, even when some of them collect pension as senators, some House of Rep members as governors and presidents, just like the ones we are seeing now. But these soldiers who spent 36 years, 35 years, serving and putting on their lives, the one that managed to retire, go home. The salary they pay them is not even enough to raise a chicken house. No allowances whatsoever to them to go and build homes so they can retire and live in peace with their family. Nothing. The ones that died, oh my God, you need to see some of the living standard those families are. Some of them die with their children being 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. These children need to go to school. Who will train them now that the father is dead? So these are issues we are dealing with. We need to have a comprehensive package for fallen soldiers and policemen. That is the only thing that is enough. 10 million naira is good. If the woman is very industrious, she can turn around that 10 million to do a lot of good, which I understand. But how much of this 10 million will he be given to fallen soldiers instead of finding a package for them? They say there is no housing scheme. There's no repentance after death. You cannot let somebody die before you begin to think about it. His welfare should be thought about carefully when he's alive. So these are issues that are concerned with this particular matter. Let me go back to the phone lines and get your thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry.
Yeah, good morning to you.
The man calling from World Bank.
All right, go ahead.
Barry, my beloved brother. This is our police barrack and police station and the army barracks. We wait for them.
Yes.
These are the areas, equip them, the equipment, and give them adequate training to combat all these illegalities you are seeing, terrorism and others. And prepare a good retirement package for them. Rehabilitation. They say they have rehabilitation center at Oshodi. I don't know what they are rehabilitating there. You understand? So these are a more important thing. Very, my brother, give 10 million. Some women under 2 years is finished. The found out is not everybody can manage 10 million. You understand? It will be a waste. So if they can put it into a kind of trust fund for those children, for those people, it's better. So this one they are doing is just a fanfare. It just creates publicity. So WIKE, it's the same way. Judges is building quarters for judges. Do they need quarters? They don't need quarters. Collecting land from the beggar and that land can be used for other better things.
All right.
For building quarters for judges. Have a nice day, my brother.
Thank you very, very much. Hello, good morning.
Ole hime senior comrade Linus Duru. Umezalo Gwara. A member no Imo State, Nigeria.
Okay.
This is my name and my name. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. There is this saying, they said Ojuku said it very well, that in every man's ambition, there must be a selfish aim.
Okay.
Element of selfish aim. WIKE is not for Christmas. Whatever he does to anybody, he is practically doing it for this election. That is the right sense to think about what he's doing.
Okay.
Anybody who adopts this idea still follows them to do what they're doing.
Okay.
So now, the students, I don't think their parents are so weak that they cannot pay and do other things the other students are doing in the school management board. So let government find out what they will do to them if they want them to succeed. But they are not special as regards to 1,010 students in the field. So they don't need to separate them and give them anything succor. They have done what they want to do. Government, whether political detention they did to the children there, or whether it is voluntary, whether it is accidental, whether it is really kidnapping, only God knows. But so long as God has given us the right and the privilege to get these children out from there, they should allow them to join the society and forget about their parents. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Let's go to our messages on our Facebook now. Emmy says, good morning. Our government is doing something based on who you know. Many soldiers are gone, but they never do anything about it. But see, this ones is giving 10 million each. Only I will tell you, Mr. Presenter, is that this country is not worth dying for. Emi Dubai, Mwafo, Isukwato, piloting from Nekade, Poli. All right. Engineer Frank Ujuebelebe says he's talking from Amausa. Good morning, Mr. Cosmos. No amount of money will be worth the life of any Nigerian. I think I've taken this message on WhatsApp. All right. Colin School says good morning from South Africa. My brother is in South Africa. Hey, I hope you're not taking their jabs. All right. Thank you very much. Cool. Cool. My guy there, Cool Collins. Wonderful. All Saints Catholic Chaplaincy Federal Polytechnic in Nekede, where they say he was the governor of Lagos State. What does it mean? And I thank you. Samuel Chinedu says, good morning, Barry, my brother. The soldiers rescued the Oyo students and teachers that were abducted. Good one. Now the soldiers that lost their lives are compensated. I want to ask, what about the bandits? We have not seen them paraded. To me, all these kidnapped things are like a mirage. Please, FJ should tell Nigerians that what is really going on. From MC Baboti Owelu Urata. You know, it baffles me that some of us soldiers have died in trying to rescue these people, and we still believe that the government is playing hide and seek with you people. Until they have, so they should come and show you the dead body of the bandits. So who killed this teacher? Who beheaded the teacher? Were you seeing them in the videos? Now, these 3 soldiers that died and the 2 soldier teachers that have been killed, is it still fake or film tricks? There are certain things you people say. It shows that your compassion is not even there. You just want to play politics. You accuse government of playing politics, but this sounds to me like politics you are playing. They should come and show you this. If they don't show you that, it means that nothing happened. No, now. Something happened. Those children were there. Somebody was beheaded live, and the video, was everywhere. And all of a sudden, you think it's something fake or somebody orchestrated. Well, the DSS has come out to give a very serious report about what really happened. Maybe tomorrow I'll just have to take that particular story. Just join me in the morning. Let's look at what the DSS said happened, the process they took in, rescuing these children. So many military tactics are not supposed to be displayed on the pages of newspaper or radio stations or televisions. So we need to understand that. So stop asking questions that are really hurtful. If the families that went through all this trauma see them, they may get angry. They may get like, you just think it's a joke for the pains they went through. Were you expecting that the rescued children should be shown to the public in the tattered clothes and uniform they were wearing? When they get them, are they not supposed to change them, give them something better to wear? Refresh them a little? So I understand the skepticism because nobody believes government. I don't. You don't. But the fact remains that we should be sympathetic where we need it. We should be serious with certain things, like loss of lives. Some people even believe that the soldiers they say died, they did not die, they're just claiming. But these people have families living in the barracks. So please, everybody should be aware of what you say when it concerns a human life. All right, Ahuma John Easy, Honorable John Ahuma DJ Easy from Nkalo, Ifakala, Mbetolu local government area. Good morning, Barry. Mary, the nurse that died in David Umahi's house. Barry, why is the parents of the deceased insisting that they don't need further investigation on the circumstances behind the death of their daughter? I think money have changed hands. God will expose them all. Thanks and have a nice day ahead. DJ Easy. Well, whatever happened with that family, only God knows. But remember, when you cover evil, evil will visit you. You lost your daughter. If you have been paid to shut up, well, good for you. Probably nobody wish for it to happen again. But if it happened once and you cover it up, what makes you think it will not happen again in a different capacity even? So be careful what you condone or what you hide. But the fact remains that the family also reserves the right, do not mutilate my daughter's body because you want to do autopsy. All right? They don't want any injection, none of her organs being tampered with. They want to bury her whole. The family also have that right. But if it is a criminal investigation, your right is waived because the police must investigate any criminal investigation, such as high degree like murder. So whatever the family is saying does not hold water in the court of law. Well, All Saints Catholic Church also said this comment was made when you asked what was, okay, it's an explainer. What was Tinubu doing 27 years ago? Okay. What was Tinubu doing 27 years ago? That's a question Big Mommy asked Caritas. All right. Frank Mwakwo Friday says, good morning, sir. Good morning. Justice Onyekachi Ekua says, there is no amount given to them that can equate human lives. Senate should look inwards to rejigging our security system. All right. Aman Chukpa, what a name. Aman Chukpa Carlo says, good morning, Mr. Barry. My name is Aman Chukpa Carlo, texting from Wedra. For the family of the slain nurse to come out and say, your message is hanging. Okay, fine. To come out and say that they don't want investigation and they don't want their daughter to be buried. They want their daughter to be buried immediately. Shows that money have changed hands, coupled with threats and what have you. Okay. Let's go to the last lap of the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Barry Cosmas.
I greet you.
My name is Cheju Dubad. I usually call from Jesus in my state.
Okay.
The truth is that it is not good robbing Peter to talk.
Okay.
Granted that it is part of governor, the house of God, but that's of my knowledge. Okay.
Oh, Chief, your phone line is cracking up. Please do call us back if you can.
That's all right, I don't mind.
Okay. Opera Vincent Chima says, hello, good morning, Barry. One name, Kedu. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, they send Igbo things. We want to chop my mouth. Me uche begin laugh me. Say, Kedu, Kaimere Guinea. The God seed from Ihagwa. Okay, thank you. Staying at Abu Bari, I'm also a pastor. This is my opinion. Bari, it's not wise for somebody to wake up one morning and begin to open office on people's head in the name of preaching and medicine sellers to disturb the people. Traveling is bad. Traveling, is it bad or is bad? I support what the Senate said. Bari one name, Ike Guru. Have a wonderful showering day. Okay. That is Opera Vincent. He said he's also a pastor, but he's in support of banning these preachers in the motor park and the buses. Imagine traveling to Lagos. Somebody go preach or reach or pass Bini. Come on. By the time you reach Bini, hungry don't come. Which can talk with that? You know the rest? Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Sabare.
Kache Senekuha, that the voice can never change.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Kachesin Ekuha. I am calling from my community in the West Eko government. I want to talk about WIKE, but first of all, let me just add a little to the pastors that preach inside the bus. I want to even thank this pastor that texted now, like the pastor was just about to speak. Myself, I am totally in support of the Nigerian Senate because what this man of God do is what I call hustling. Yes, if it is not hustling, let them go to airport, enter flight and do it. If it's not hustling, somebody will enter inside the bus, and what annoys me most is that they will be pouring spit on you. Yes, they will be pouring spit on you. And I want to tell you that they are just after that offering. If you are a man of God, go and open a church. Go and open a church. Now, which salvation? Tell me, Barry, which salvation can you preach under 5 minutes? You will now alight after 3 posts, and they are always in a hurry to collect transport. They will not say, Yela no man of God, anything to support the man of God, and people will be giving them offering. I don't do that, and I have never done that before. So, they should go and open a church and stop hustling. I support the Senate on this. Then let me talk about WIKE. Barry, you will agree with me that I am not a fan of WIKE just because of his high-handedness in River State, particularly overseeing Fubara. But as for infrastructure, I love WIKE a lot. WIKE is working. So I want to agree with him because how can somebody acquire a land for 30 years? You won't develop it. So I support WIKE on that. But my problem is that these judges in question, because judiciary doesn't have a good name in Nigeria as of today. So people will misinterpret this good gesture. And I want to agree with you, just like you said, it would have been better used for to consider the families of these slain soldiers and the rest of it, instead of those who are already dining in wealth. So I will say that it is a misplaced priority. But as for people buying land in FCT that is supposed to be developed and living for 30 years, I support WIKE to reclaim it. My name is Kati Sidekwa from us.
All right. See, to be fair to Nyesom WIKE, FCT minister, is the only minister in this country that is showing working. Yes. Every other day. The last one they commissioned was the 50th commissioning of WIKE in 3 years. Various projects. You can say the amounts they use, like the one they use in refurbishing, I think that was, what was that hall again in Abuja? That was a crazy amount of money to renovate. But the truth is, the project it delivers are humongous ones. And if every minister is performing like that in their ministries, Nigeria will be good. Say what you want to say about WIKE, but when it comes to developing a place, WIKE does it with aplomb. All right, so everybody, let's celebrate him on that. But when it comes to doing it because of ulterior motive, there comes the problem. And that's what Nigerians don't like. But there's nothing you do in this country so long as you're a politician that they won't attribute it to politics. Well, the minister, WIKE, explained that some of the plots used for the construction were allocated 15 years ago and left undeveloped, but were revoked by the FCT administration under his leadership and developed for the judges' quarters. According to WIKE, this land was allocated to Julius Berger 15 years ago, and I revoked it. If you don't want to be accused, don't be a politician. In fact, the day you become a politician is the day they will write your history. Even those who don't know you, I thank God that today, I thank God that today he is doing it. All right. Now, according to WIKE, this land, he said, even those who don't know you, I thank God that today they can see that I truly grab lands. I came to see where we can develop land for judicial officers. I want to tell everybody that once you know what you are doing, don't bother listening to what people are saying. I have this skill. If you like, abuse me from morning till night, but I just come back and ask my wife if there is any good whiskey. WIKE can just do it to pay people. He said you come back from work asking wife if there's any good whiskey I can take and go to sleep. Can you imagine? While you are worrying yourself, I am sleeping very well. So when you see why I am not worried, if I'm not important, will they call my name? So don't bother yourself. Do your work. Just where we want to build the industrial court, people have started developing. And I asked, who are the people developing here? They said they are private developers. So because you have seen roads, here is where judges will live, and I have declared here as judges' quarters. I am going to take over the whole land, which I did. He explained that landed properties around the judges' quarters are retrieved from previous developers to safeguard the judges. They started complaining, but I promised to pay compensation. I don't know who is going to stay on the 3rd floor and looking at where the judges are staying. Some could be kidnappers, you never can tell, and they are waiting for you to come out from the gate for something to happen. So I have taken over the whole of that land, and even the one here. I have directed that they ask the owner, we are buying it off and handing it over to the judiciary so that we will also protect them. It's very important, he added. Typical WIKE, if he asks me. Is he doing the right thing? Final caller for today. Good morning. Who the hell? Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Barry.
Kasim, now you won't be last caller today.
I'm the last caller.
I beg, no make us go with bitter spill. No make us go with bitter spill. Talk better thing. No, leave America alone.
How do you know, say, Nadia, I want to...
Now, wait till you want talk. Nothing will pass that thing.
Okay, let me leave that area.
Leave America alone.
So let me talk about people where we say that they criticize. They want to see the video or where our military exchange bullets with the bandits in the bush. When the military go inside bush rescue these children. I don't know why some people used to reason. I don't know why some people used to think. You want the video, then don't know that this kind of video can cause cyber crisis. Because if those people see these things, they will turn into another thing. They are killing their people. There are so many things that our military have done, but they can't show the video to anybody, to everybody. So it will be the secret between them. Even though we see in some community, when they see some bad people, they will kill those people secretly and bury everything there. Nobody will hear anything. So I don't know how some people used to reason. I talked this last time 5 days ago that some people used to talk because the hatred they have in mind against this present government, or the hatred they have in mind against you. That is why some people used to talk. When they see the truth, they will not say the truth, which is wrong. That is why our country is not developed, and if we continue like this, our country will not develop.
Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you, Barry.
Thank you very much. All right. Let's call it a day for today on the show. Everybody, thank you for joining us on this rainy day edition of the weekend. Here is where the cookie will crumble. And my brother, if you like, stay one place, find one hot thing, like WIKE, ask your wife where whiskey, better one where you go use, collect, come on, cold for body, or we know say by September and December now, so many women, their belly don't big poser because of rain where they worry everybody. We know that one. So at the end of the day, people of God, everybody just relax, enjoy yourself. It's weekend and relax. Make I come out to go meet Elder Chijoke somewhere. And as we relax, I want everybody to also relax and enjoy yourself. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye for now. It's time for She Matters. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go on and on and on to enjoy our weekend. Bye-bye for now.